I'm the talk of the town. I know you're feeling it now.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and welcome to Talk of the Town, the Mount Airy Business and Leadership Interview Series. I'm Donnamarie Needle, a local resident and local realtor with Northrop Realty, and I'm also the sponsor of Talk of the Town, where the goal is to spotlight our small businesses and great leaders and to encourage our residents to shop local, buy local, and eat local. I am here today with Dr. Zach Baker, Chief Clinical Officer of Rehab to Perform, located at 1202 Rising Ridge Road, right here in Mount Airy. And to quote from your website, it is not your typical physical therapy company, but more like a fitness center and athletic training room. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Baker.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to have the interview and share a little bit about what we do.
Awesome. So with that, I'm excited as well to learn more about Rehab to Perform today. So let's get right into it. So please share with our audience the history of Rehab to Perform and how and when you began your journey with this company.
Yeah, so I graduated from PT school back in 2012. And one of my classmates, Dr. Josh Funk, is the owner of Rehab to Perform. And him and I teamed up together and opened the first office Thanksgiving of 2014 in Frederick. So we've been going for close to 8 years now.
That is awesome. So I see that Rehab to Perform has many locations across Maryland. When did the Mount Airy location open and how has that been going?
Yeah, so we currently have 8 locations. Mount Airy was our 3rd location. We opened up right around Memorial Day weekend of 2019. Frederick and Mount Airy are our 2 closest locations. We have 2 in Montgomery County at Bethesda and Germantown. And then recently in the past year, we've opened up Columbia, Annapolis, and Gambrels. And we'll actually be crossing state lines into Virginia within the next month down in Tyson's Corner. But Mount Airy's been open for about, hard to believe it's been 3 years now.
Yeah.
But it's going, we're fully staffed there. We got some local people in that office as well, which always makes it fun as well. And it's going well.
That's awesome. Awesome that you're going to be crossing state lines and opening so many offices. That means that sounds like it's been successful. So exactly what is your role as Chief Clinical Officer, and are you involved in the day-to-day at the Mount Airy and Frederick locations?
Yeah, so I used to treat 40 hours a week. And then as we began adding staff, I started to take a little bit more of an administrative and a little bit more of a teaching role within the company. So recently we pared that down to where I treat 20 hours a week, all of which takes place at the Frederick location. But then I am at the Mount Airy office 1 day a week teaching for our sports residency, which is a postgraduate program that our clinic offers. It's actually one of only 3 in the state of Maryland that have a sports residency in physical therapy. The other 2 are MedStar and Johns Hopkins. And then the other day of the week, I do more internal education. So I actually travel around to all of our facilities. Today, I'm actually doing this from our Germantown office. I was in Bethesda earlier this morning. And I do all of the onboarding of our new clinical hires and then continual staff development for all of our clinical staff. So some of that is co-treating and in-person mentorship, and other parts of that includes developing study plans and continuing education for the entirety of our staff.
You're all kind of all over the place. That's great. Okay, Dr. Baker, do you think that the town has done a good job with welcoming Rehab to Perform thus far, and the business organizations in town have given you opportunity for your business to meet people and become involved?
Absolutely. And that's a large reason why we chose Mount Airy as one of our clinical sites. If you look at the other sites that we have, Mount Airy is by far the smallest town that we're within. We're in areas like Bethesda, Annapolis, Columbia, Frederick, some more densely populated areas. But what we felt that Mount Airy did not have in just overall population density, it would be matched, if not exceeded, in regards to community support. And the reason I felt so strongly about that was because we're a multi-generational family here. My kids will be, I believe, the 5th generation of the Baker family to come through the Mount Airy area. So it's one that I had a lot of local ties to and a lot of roots here, and was a big reason why we chose Mount Airy. And then in addition to that, just our involvement with the Frederick County Chamber, the Carroll County Chamber, and the Mount Airy Chamber of Commerce have been great experiences, a very good resource to use, just great from a networking standpoint, and being able to reach out to other people going through a lot of the similar things we did opening, and continue to work on as a company as we're growing and just maintaining what we've established so far.
That's fantastic to hear. I love that you're a part of all 3 chambers. It's great. And lastly, Dr. Baker, what do you see coming down the pike for Rehab to Perform? Do you have any specific events, projects, educational opportunities, programs that you would like to share with the audience?
So we always kind of have our hand in a variety of different things. I think for the general audience listening, one of the best things they can do if they do want to stay in touch is head to our website and subscribe to our newsletter. And within the newsletter, we do provide just general updates on what's happening within the company, but we do a lot of what we call community-facing information, where we try to break down either topics or injuries or health, wellness, medical topics in a very patient-friendly language geared towards the patient or the consumer, as opposed to a professional colleague-to-colleague talk. Other than that, I would encourage anybody listening to reach out to us if you are involved with anything in the community that you'd like us for our volunteer support or find some way to help support that. So myself and some others at our Mount Airy office are local. So we always try to get involved with things within the community. And that's something that we find very valuable at Rehab to Perform, and just with one of the things that we take pride in with our company. So if you have any events that are coming up, we're more than happy to help out and lend a hand with them.
Oh, that's good to know. I know that we always need help for volunteers, looking for volunteers. All of the organizations throughout Mount Airy are always looking for help. And your newsletter sounds great. We'd love to get that information out to people and spread the word about this company. I think it's awesome. So, well, thank you so much, Dr. Baker, for sharing all this great information about Rehab to Perform. I love learning all about our businesses and being able to share it with our residents. That will be all for our interview today. I really appreciate you spending time coming and sharing the information with us. So once again, I'm Donnamarie Needle, Realtor with Northrop Realty and sponsor here at Talk of the Town. If you have a business in Mount Airy, if you're a local leader and would like to be featured here, reach out to me and we will get you on our schedule. You can reach me directly at 301-466-3086 or donnamarie@northroprealty.com. And remember to support our businesses by shopping local, eating local, buying local. And before I go, if I can assist you in any way with any real estate needs, just give me a shout. I'd be happy to take care of you. That's all for now.
I'm the talk of the town.